Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. So we have Ravaged day 2 on the VN server and today is the Dauntless squad. And I want to talk you through what the meta is shaping up to be so you guys have a bit of an idea of how to prepare. So the top score hit by my viewer was his most recent attack and it was with Galahad BAELRAN on team number 1 with Smokey, Shakir Mikola. And this is going to be the best probably set of 5 heroes, assuming you have BAELRAN built. Now, the problem comes for the people who don't have BAELRAN. They are going to be score gapped in this Ravaged run. However, a good replacement for him, or decent replacement for him, could be a hero like Seth or Natsu. Those are basically what people are trying right now. And I think for the majority of players, it just will be Seth because it's at least a hero which maybe you could build up. But basically, yeah, if you do not have BAELRAN, you are going to face a score gap. You're seeing here Galahad is doing the bulk of the damage, which is good, but like BAELRAN is almost rivaling Gala in damage, and you're going to be losing out on this BAELRAN damage if you don't have him, and so it is going to be like, you know, it is going to be tough for the people without BAELRAN. But if you have BAELRAN and you have Gala built, you're going to be doing very well in the Dauntless squad, because that is the center, the key carries basically for this boss, and Smokey as well is here. So if you were thinking about upgrading the exclusive equipment of Smokey because of his Dream Realm dominance as well, definitely it is a good option. Yeah, assuming you don't have other priorities. Now, team number 2 also is very interesting. It is going to be a Nazrik team, best option for team number 2. But the good news is, even at 1 copy of Nazrik, it's still doing very well. I'm going to show you a record on the screen right now. Even at 1 copy of Nazrik, Nazrik is still doing over 4 trillion damage. And here, with the full built-up Nazrik, it's 5.5 trillion damage. So, like, the team 2 actually of this Ravaged ROM and just in general is just kind of really strange. There's kind of like that soft cap around 8 trillion damage, and here it's even lower than that. But basically, even at low copies of Nazrik, you're going to still use him, and he's still better than Odie, even at low copies of Nazrik. And now, there have been different teams, like either running Kruger here or Zandrok here. So basically, as a recap, the top heroes that you're going to want to be using are going to be these 8 here. Now, if you don't have BAELRAN, probably Seth will be the replacement, or maybe even Zandrok. And also on team number 2, Zandrok can be used rather than Kruger, and maybe move Kruger to team 1. Something like that is probably going to be the swap around. And Nazrik is working even at 1 copy. However, if you don't even have 1 copy of Nazrik, then Odie. But even 1 copy of Nazrik seems to be outperforming Odie, and that is really crazy. As for the charms which are recommended, I mean, Gala and Smokey, you probably already know. BAELRAN is also the same, Arcane, and then Shakir can work with Mystic, or he can work with Blast charms for some people, so that is a thing to think about. Nazrik, Arcane charms are actually the best, and I think it's because it gives him skill power. And is that going to increase his Ren stack, like, damage? Yeah, it is. And then you're going to have Kruger. Reaper charms seem to be good. They're good in Nocturne Judicator as well. I don't know, maybe Mystic could be a choice, and then Coco with the Sturdy. And if you're running Zandrok, then probably Insight Charms, yeah. So basically, that's what you have for the Dauntless squad meta. It is pretty simple. The big score gappers are going to be Gala, Smokey, and BAELRAN, and then maybe Nazrik to a minor extent, but Nazrik is working even at low copies and getting pretty good scores. So that is basically going to be it. So we're going to go ahead and show you a replay of actually this team. So the replay of team number 1 is going to be Lone Gaze himself actually doesn't deal that much damage, and that's kind of to be expected for Ravaged ROM at the level, like, you know, 1200 that we're at. That's like giga endless difficulty of a boss, and generally then only the HP loss damage heroes like BAELRAN and Gala and Smokey are actually going to be contributing a meaningful amount of damage. However, for team number 2, because like you don't have any HP loss damage healer and you're just trying to get up to that soft cap of around 7, well, for Dauntless it's even lower than that, you're just going to be running like just raw damage healers like the Nazrik, like Kruger, physical defense debuff, and things like that. So that's going to be it. So basically, if you want a summary, we'll also show you, well, actually, we already showed you yesterday Immortal Squad, which heroes are being used. But Immortal Squad is very free-to-play friendly. It's just using Lyos, which everyone is going to have, and then just basically Graveborn heroes, not using any Celestial Hypogean hero, is using Pandora. So that's really easy. For Dauntless Squad, it is overall free-to-play friendly, especially if you have Galahad, but BAELRAN, some people may not have, and then you are going to suffer a bit for the Dauntless Squad ranking. But if you have BAELRAN, you're going to get a really good score, and potentially even putting you into the top 20 position, right, for at least for Dauntless. If we look at team number 2 replay, it's just really, again, going to be like bursting the boss as much as you can before. I don't know if the team dies or if the damage just really slows down, because, like, again, the problem with the team number 2 is there's just no HP loss damage dealer here. And it's just more effective to have both of your, or all of your HP loss damages on team 1. But again, this is the day 1 of testing on the VN server for Immortal and also Dauntless. There could be some changes and upgrades and optimizations as time goes on, especially also for global server. So like some people are saying that they're just going to lock in or save the formations already, but it's better to still wait until global release. I will make a video talking about all the updated top teams probably on the day 1 of global, or maybe the day before, so you guys know at least from all the VN server testing, and then global maybe there could be even some further optimizations. So you're seeing here, like, I mean, your team keeps getting crowd controlled. That's what this boss does, but still pretty good damage output, especially with the Ren stacks of Nazrik, and the whole team is surviving for the whole fight, so there's never really going to be issues of survival. I mean, Coco is providing enough of that sustain to the team. And it's just that the damage slows down at the end, and no one is really able to break that much damage on the team 2 for Dauntless. So there we have it for the Dauntless squad. Overall, pretty simple. It was like to be expected. BAELRAN and Galahad are kind of dominating. And now what we have though in the future, Sylvan and Aurora, these are going to be probably the more pay to win squads. Sylvan squad, I don't think is going to be terribly pay to win because a lot of people have Twins and Rainier if needed. However, very likely Mahira is also going to be in the top team, in which case people who don't have Mahira belt probably going to suffer somewhat of a score gap, but hopefully it's not too major. Aurora squad is going to be probably the most pay to win one. We have no idea what they're going to be in the top team. Alicent probably definitely is going to be there, but maybe even a Harak or Fresto along with her. And like, so yeah, there's 3 basically Celestial Hypogeans which all have a potential for Aurora squad, and many of them are not being built by especially newer free-to-play players. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section down below. And of course, I will update you and whenever we have new information on top teams for the Azora Ravaged Rum. But this is really exciting, and I can't wait for it to come out on global server. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. So thank you guys all so much for watching. And if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video in a pinned comment. And you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.